The Raptors take on the Bucks, 7:30 p.m. Eastern tip-off in Milwaukee. The Bucks are the 6-point favorite at the Fiserv Forum. Totals 235 even. And if you like the Raptors in an upset victory on the road here, they're plus 210 on the money line. Now, we went 4-1 in our 5 premium sports picks on my website yesterday. We're also 9-2 in our last 11 $1.99 daily best plays on that site as well. Now, the Raptors did get a nice victory over the Bucks just a couple of nights ago. They actually put up 124 points on Milwaukee. Having said that, though, Kyle Lowry's been downgraded to questionable for tonight's contest. He's actually battling an ankle problem. And the Raptors just really haven't been all that great on the road this season. Winners of just 7 out of 16 road games. Now, the Raptors are giving up 116 points a night when they travel. And they also rank in the bottom 10 in defending the 3-ball in that same category. Now, they're taking on a Milwaukee team who, despite a little bit of a skid over the past week or so, they still, play very good basketball at home. They're 9-3 straight up at the Fiserv this season, and they're actually leading the NBA in home scoring with 122 points a night. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging over 28 points a game, along with 11 boards and 5 assists. Meanwhile, Chris Middleton scoring over 20 a night himself, along with 5 boards and 5 assists as well. Now, the Bucks lead the NBA in home offensive rebounding, and they also lead the NBA in home offensive field goal percentage. They're also making nearly 42% of their 3 balls at the Fiserv Forum. When it comes to the total in this one, 4 out of Milwaukee's last 5 ball games did get over the posted number. They're also 70% to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, the Raptors on the other side of things, they're 12-4 to the over in their last 16 on the road themselves. I'm going to lean toward the Milwaukee Bucks -6 in the over 235. All right, next matchup. It is going to be Nets versus the Lakers, 10 p.m. Eastern start time in Los Angeles. The Lakers are the 2.5-point favorite at home. Numbers 234 juice to the over. And if you like the Nets in an upset on the road here, they're plus $1.25 for some money line cash. Now, the Nets are on a 4-game winning streak. They went 4-0 against the number in those victories. And despite Kevin Durant being listed as out with a hammy, Kyrie Irving's been upgraded to probable. So, should see Kyrie tonight. And the Nets are still leading the NBA in road scoring. The Nets are dropping 125 points a game away from their home court. And they're drilling almost 43% of their three-pointers in that same category. Now, Kyrie scoring over 28 points a game, along with 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Meanwhile, James Harden scoring almost 25 a game himself, along with 8 boards and nearly a dozen assists a game as well. Now, they're taking on a Laker team who's still going to have to go to work without Anthony Davis for the next couple of weeks or so. And as usual, we've been seeing this every single night. LeBron James has been downgraded to questionable for tonight's action. The Lakers have failed to cover the point spread in 4 out of their last 6 ball games, and they rank in the bottom 3 in the NBA in 3-point percentage at home. Los Angeles has really struggled to cover the number on their home court. They're covering less than 39% of their contests as the official home team. Now, total-wise, 5 out of LA's last 6 ball games got over the number. They're also 9-4 to the over this season at home. Meanwhile, the Nets on the other side, they are 11-3 to the over on the road this season themselves, 80% to the over in their last 10 ball games at any location. I'm going to lean toward the underdog Brooklyn Nets plus 2.5 in the over 234. And with that, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup for the show already. Just 3 games on the slate here tonight. It is going to be the Heat versus the Kings, 10 p.m. Eastern start time. The Heat is -1.5 in Sacramento here. Now, Miami's right in the middle of a 3-game losing streak, just 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. The Heat also failed to cover the point spread in 7 out of their last 10 ball games. And unfortunately, Goran Dragic has been officially ruled out for tonight's contest. Now, the Heat's in the bottom 5 in the NBA in scoring. They're also in the bottom 3 in offensive rebounding. They've been victorious in just 4 of 14 road games And they also successfully covered the number in just 35% of those road contests. Now they're taking on a Sacramento team who, I get it guys, they really haven't played all that much better recently, but they still do rank in the top 5 in the NBA in offensive field goal percentage at home. And they also score 115 points a night at the Golden One Center. Now De'Aaron Fox is scoring over 23 points a game for the Kings, 3 rebounds, 6 assists for the point guard. Meanwhile, Buddy Hield's dropping 16 points a game himself, along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. So this actually, in my opinion, looks like a pretty good spot for the Kings to get back on track here. Both teams coming into this game struggling, but I just don't think Miami, with the way they've been playing, I just don't think Miami should be laying any amount of points on the road, with the way they've been performing lately. And in addition to that, with the absence of Goran Dragic. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward the underdog Sacramento Kings plus 1.5 on their home court. And with that, guys, we're going to dive into our very, very quick pick recap here today. Only 3 games. I like the Bucks -6 over 235. Brooklyn plus 2.5 over 234. And before I give you my next and final matchup of the show, one final reminder that we went 4-1 in our 5 premium sports picks on my website yesterday. We're also 9-2 in our last 11 $1.99 daily best plays on that same website as well. I'm going to lean toward the Sacramento Kings plus 1.5, getting the job done at home. With that, guys, we're going to dive into some shout-outs to our top 10 YouTube commenters over the past couple of days or so. Shout out to Remdog, J2009 Fun. Shout out to Jordan B, Cosmos Gato, Brandon Lee, Juan Gomez, Double B, LeBron Games. Shout out to Whose Mans Is This? And last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to Mari Cephas. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And have a good one now.